So we will begin today's class in whatever position you've started in, whether that's seated or lying down as you arrive. Just take a few moments to observe the breath flowing, using this breath as your anchor. And with the eyes open or closed, take a deep, full inhale through your nose. And let it flush out through the mouth. Notice its effect. Inhale again. Exhale, let it go. Notice the body soften. Inhale one more time through the nose. Let it go. Surrender into the moment. Exhale. So I'd like to remind you of why we come to yoga sometimes. If all else fails, there's always this practice, and you're probably here because at some point in your journey you have come to acknowledge and realize the benefits and the grounding effect that your practice has for you. So tonight in particular, I'd like to remember that sense of how the practice allows you to come home and to incorporate this idea of Ishvara Panidhana, which is one of the niyamas, one of the parts of one of the 8 arms of yoga. So Ishvara Panidhana is basically merging with the oneness or merging with God, or it can be interpreted to be surrender. So you know that moment when you're practicing your asana, the breath starts to connect with the movement. So you have your asana, your pranayama, your breath, and then comes this sense, this moment when everything kind of dissolves and just becomes fully present in whatever it is that you're doing. And you experience this sense of merging, this surrender to the moment. This is a glimpse of Ishvara Panidhana that I wish you to kind of cultivate and observe the startings of it in your practice tonight. Maybe you have a really developed sense of it, and that's wonderful. Another aspect of this sense of surrender, sense of merging, is the notion of bhakti. And for me, bhakti is such a sweet, sweet word. It's basically devotion. So very closely linked with the idea of surrender is this notion of bhakti, a sense of service. And that's what we do here in our practice. And just what I wanted to kind of remind and highlight tonight. Bhakti, Ishvara Panidhana. So just coming to standing on your mat, whatever way feels comfortable. If you're lying on your back, just rolling out to one side. If you're in seated meditation, just slowly uncurling. And I want you to begin this sense of merging and this sense of understanding the way your body moves, even as you rise from seated or lying to standing. From here, find a comfortable standing position and start to inhale your arms up and overhead. Keep your arms lifted, and as if you were climbing a rope, just stretch one arm at a time, lengthening out left and right side body. Start to breathe in and out through the nose. Engaging your ujjayi pranayama, so that ocean breath, Slight constriction at the base of the throat, allowing for very easeful passage of the air in and out. A little bit more reach all the way from one side of the body to the other. Climbing that rope. And the next time the right arm reaches over, take it all the way over for a side stretch. You can find the opposite forearm a little bit here to give you some traction. Ground the right heel down. Relax through the neck. And then stay here. Let the left hand just apply a little bit of weight to the side of the head as you stretch out the neck, bringing the right arm down towards the floor. And then gently release. Both arms rise up. Just a couple of releases through each side again. And then left arm reaches over. Right hand combine the forearm again. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. Check that the neck is free. Ground that right heel back into the earth. So the stretch comes all the way up that left side body. And then gentle weight of the hand on the side of the head as the left arm sweeps down, opening the neck, top of the left shoulder. Oh, feels good. Oh. And then gently release. Nice big circles with the shoulders. A little bit bigger. So you're releasing and unfurling these wings of yours, these tendrils of the heart, these extensions. I think I had a teacher once explain that when the heart is formed in the uterus, in the womb, the arms literally form out of the heart that forms and spread out. So your arms are literally tendrils of your heart. And then come to standing, inhale. Tuck chin to chest, slowly allow the body to roll and curl all the way down towards the floor. Soften the knees, drape the torso over the thighs, let the head hang, give it a nod. And next inhale, slowly roll, stack the spine back up to standing. Lift the arms, trace the body, reach them up. Turn to the right, keep hips and knees facing forward. Slowly roll down, entire right side body. So you're coming into a twisted forward fold. And inhale. Allow the fingertips to trace the body all the way up the right side. Turn to your left. And same, trace the body, spinal rolling down over yourself, all the way to the floor. And inhale, rise up. Reach it up, turn back, descend, and allow those wings to come back by your side. A little bit of a shake out, come to the top of your mat, we begin. Feet hip distance apart, a little bit of bounce in the knees, getting really stable, grounded through the feet. And inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands by your side, 2 more like that. Just connect that breath and the movement, starting to feel into that merging of the asana and the pranayama. The movement and the breath. Inhale 1 more time. The third part is meditation. So each leads to the other. When you merge that movement with the breath, the meditation naturally arises. Inhale. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. As you exhale, swan dive down, knees can stay really soft as you forward fold. Hands to the shins, inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, just fold it over again, Uttanasana. 2 more like that. Giving yourself the easy movements to connect your breath, connect your ujjayi to the movements through your body. Inhale 1 more time, half lift. This time fold, plant the hands, step the right foot all the way back, right knee down, and inhale the arms up to the sky. Beautiful lunge here. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Right hand stays down, left arm sweeps up to the sky in an easy twist. So we start to work through opening the body. We'll do quite a few binds today. It's going to be interesting to observe. Exhale the hand back down to the floor. And come to all fours. Inhale through cow. Exhale cat. And just come back to all fours. You're going to inhale and lift the right leg up to the sky and pulse twice and bring it back down. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky and pulse and down. 2 more times each side. Inhale, right leg up. Left. Last time, right. And left. Great. Press into the hands, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog we go, pedal out the heels. Inhale, right leg to the sky. And curl it through. Step it between the hands, left knee down. Inhale, arms lift. Upper arms frame the ears as you reach it back, and then exhale, hands to the mat. And lightly step left foot to the top of the mat, half lift, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, soften, fold. You might like to keep the knees slightly bent. Inhale, rise up. Open those wings, reach them up to the sky, and exhale, hands home through heart center. And straight back up again. Inhale. Exhale as you swan dive down. Half lift, fingertips might like to stay on the earth. But keep the spine long. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Left knee down. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, easy twist. Left hand down, right arm swivels up to the sky. Sweep the right hand down to the floor, come back to all fours. 1 round, cow and cat. Back of heart to the sky, gaze to your navel. Through all fours, let's lift left knee first, pulse. And down. Right leg up, pulse. And down. 2 more. Pulse left. Pulse right. Last one. Left. And right. Starting to feel a little heat here. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back. Find your dog. Pedal it out if you need to. Stretch out the backs of the legs. Tailbone high. Grounding the forefinger knuckle and thumb into the earth. And the left leg to the sky. Step it forward. 4 knuckles should be a word, shouldn't it? Right knee to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. And step lightly forward. Half lift on the inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise. We keep flowing. Exhale, hands through heart center. Straight back up. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Plant the hands, right foot steps back, right knee down. Find your crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the mat. Easy twist to the left, reach that left arm up. This time you're going to bend the right knee, capture that right foot, draw the right heel towards the buttock, quad stretch. Just be very mindful of the knee. If you have any knee pain, ease off. Don't do it, or put some padding under the knee. And breathe into the front of that right thigh. It can be quite a strong feeling, but it's okay. It's a really big muscle. It's the biggest in your body. And then gently release. Hands to the mat, step it straight back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. And let's take a little hip opener here. Drop the right heel towards the left buttock. Press evenly through both hands. Release back to three-legged dog. Sweep right foot through between the hands. Left knee down. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it forward. It's flowing, getting warm, half lift. It's finding that breath, letting it guide you, fold. Inhale rises you up. Exhale, hands to the heart and keep them flowing. Inhale them up. Exhale as you fold. Inhale to half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back, left knee down. Inhale, opening the body. Front body back bend. Exhale, hands to the mat. Sweep that right arm open to the sky. Easy twist. Draw the right hip to the back of the mat. And then bend the left knee, cap to the left foot. Draw it to the buttock. Leaning into it. Breathing with the sensation. Use the sensation to anchor you to the moment. We remind you again and again and again to breathe. Think about the sensation in the body, all as ways to facilitate that gentle release the foot, hand to the mat, step it back down, dog, to acknowledge that space where you are purely focused on one point, and that is this present moment. Left leg to the sky. Step it through. Right knee down. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Sweep them down to the floor. Step forward. Half lift. And fold. Rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart center and stay. Samastiti, taking a moment. The pauses, the spaces between. Allowing awareness to be suspended in those spaces. Noticing. Being exactly as you are. If you need to shake it out, do so. Find grounding through the feet. You can lift the heels, lift the toes, spread them wide. Inhale, lift the arms up, lift the heart, and lift your gaze. Allow those arms to sweep wide as you forward fold. Knees might stay straight now. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step right, left foot back. Find your nice high plank. You've always got options here, so I'll demonstrate the one with the knees down first. You can always take full plank down, lower to the floor. Cobra pose, inhale. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, press back up the way you came, either through this half or full plank and to downward facing dog. Here, I want you to keep the hips relatively square as you lift the left toes and just tap them to the outside of the right edge of your mat and back. And then lift the right toes, tap them to the outside of the left of your mat and back. And you'll notice this stretch deepens all the way the outside of the standing leg. So 2 more each side, tapping right foot to the left and back, left foot to the right, tap and back. What's happening with your shoulders, your jaw? One more time, right to the outside of the left and back. Left taps to the right and back. So you can stay right here if you want to work into the shoulders. We're going to turbo this dog. So press into the hands, bend the elbows, hover the elbows just an inch off the floor, press them back up 2 more times. Hover the elbows, the hips stay lifted here. So you're not drawing down, you're just bending into the elbows. It's a lot of work through the triceps. 1 more time, dip it down, press it back up. Good job. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Step it forward, find your warrior 2. There you are. Very nice. Take a couple of breaths, soften the shoulders down the back. Gaze beyond your front fingertips. See if you can feel whether the back arm is level with the floor. Take a look and check. Come back. And then rise up. Straighten that front leg. Reach a little bit and come into your Trikonasana triangle pose. Right hand can come onto the shin, the ankle, the floor, a block, any variation that enables you to have enough space between the torso and the thigh here. So you're not collapsing down or forward like this. Lots of space. So take as much height as you need to achieve that. Reach your top arm to the sky. Gaze can go to the top fingertips or straight ahead. Stay with the breath. What is happening here? Ground your big toe to the floor, the right big toe. Open the right inner thigh up to the sky. Feel the femur, the thigh bone of the left leg press into the flesh of the hamstring. Solid. Sweep that left arm all the way down to the floor as you turn to your left, coming into a wide-legged fold. Inhale as you half lift. Exhale as you fold. Stay here, 1 breath in. Allow the head to hang, breathe it out. Rise back up halfway, you're going to place right hand center, sweep left arm up to the sky, and then behind the back, holding onto the top of the right thigh, take a bind if you can reach. If not, just let the hand come and drape across the lower back, or maybe grab the waistband of your tights or your shorts, or whatever you happen to be wearing. Unless you're at home doing it in the nude, who knows? Every option acceptable. Release left arm back up to the sky, down to the floor, and walk your fingertips back to the top of the mat. Turn your right toes forward. Come back into your Trikonasana. And try and take a bind here. So sweep that left arm just as you did before. See if you can wrap it around the top of that right thigh and use that to open the heart a little more. So the interesting thing about binds is what happens when you gently release. How does that affect the body? And then we're going to take it into Ardha Chandrasana. So bend into the front knee, tent the right fingertips outside, in front of the left right pinky toe. And then you're going to hover left leg up behind you. And again, you can just take the hand to the waist or lift it up to the sky. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon here. So staying here, or working with that quad stretch that we did earlier, holding on to the foot, Ardha Chakasana. Sugarcane pose. Whichever variation you're in, you're going to gently release, bring the hands down to the floor, take a little standing split. And then, if you can, rise straight up into a balance. If you need to bring both feet down to the floor, then do. I'm just going to turn and face you so you can see me. Coming into tree pose with half lotus legs. So you can take a regular tree, vrikshasana, or take the half lotus variation. So working on the hip opening. Inhaling, arms up and overhead. Finding a nice steady drishti gaze point, working with your balance. Firm through the core, draw your belly button to your spine. And when you're ready, bring the hands back to heart center and step that left foot all the way back to your warrior two. Cut your hands down to the floor. Downward facing dog, stretch it out. Feel the difference through left and right side body, the hip. Inhale, come forward into a nice high plank. And just one ripple, exhale, lower the knees and ripple the body back into downward dog. And your option to lightly step or float to the top of the mat, half lift and fold. And rise up. Reach up, heart lift. Exhale, hands through heart center. Keep flowing, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, plant, hand, step 1 foot at a time, back to your high plank. So you have the option to lower the knees as we did before, or lower all the way down. Take a cobra, inhale. Exhale down, tuck the toes, press back up. Use those triceps we worked in those turbo dogs. Downward facing dog. Tap left toes outside of the right. And swap, right toes tap. Left. And right. Stay with your breath. Inhale. Tap, exhale. Come back. Inhale. Tap, exhale, come back. Can't remember how many we've done. Let's do one more. Tap right. Tap it to the left. Ah, oh, so nice to get that release on the outer legs. Option for turbo dogs. Exhale, the elbows float off the mat. Press it back on. Flow them down. Press them up. One more. Wrap the shoulders in, wrap the elbows in, and press it up. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. Step it forward. Exhale. Warrior two. Inhale, find it. Soften the shoulders. Take the gaze beyond the front fingertips. Front knee over the front heel. There's your warrior. So strong. This is you. Inhale, straighten up. Trikonasana, reach it. Tip it. Open it up. So you find the height for that left hand that works for you. Either on the floor, on a block, on the leg. Find something supportive, spacious. Ground that left big toe. Open the left inner thigh up to the sky. Radiate lower ribs up to the ceiling as you extend right fingertips. Gaze can follow the fingertips or rest straight ahead. Inhale. Stay as you exhale. And then sweep top arm down to the floor. Come into your wide-legged forward fold. I'm just going to turn around to face you. Take a little halfway lift, inhale. And exhale to fold. Stay a breath or two. Enjoy your inversion. Enjoy that resting and opening of the vital organs in the body. Just hanging out. Lift the inner arches, feel the outer edges of the feet ground. And then rise up. Left hand, center, and right arm sweeps up to the sky. Sweep the right arm behind the lower back. Take the top of the left thigh or your tights, whatever you can reach to open the heart in a bind. Inhale, release the arm up to the sky. Down to the floor, walk both hands towards the top of the mat, turn the left toes forward, rise back up into your Trikonasana triangle pose. Sweep the top arm behind the lower back and take the bind here in triangle. So use that hand to bring the lower rib cage beneath the right rib cage. And then release the bind. Bend deeply into that front knee. Set the left fingertips in front of the left pinky toe. Float the right leg up behind you. Find your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. And if you like, you can challenge yourself into Ardha Chandra Chapasana, bringing that quad stretch into the equation. When you release, it's a very gentle, controlled release into standing split, both fingertips down on the floor. Right leg to the sky. And then coming up to standing balance. Maybe the knee floats straight up. Focus. Taking Ardha Padmasana or regular Vrikshasana, tree pose. Just take a moment to ground. Find your gaze point. Steady the hands, left and right side pressing together. And then lift them up. Belly button to spine. Shoulders down the back. Strong through standing legs, soft in the jaw. If this doesn't bring you focus, I don't know many poses that bring as much focus as standing balances. Bring the hands back through heart center as you step right foot all the way back into your warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down to the floor. Step it back down, facing dog we go. Enjoy that lovely lengthening through your spine. Bring it back to your breath. Where is your focus gone? Bring it back. And don't stress out or chastise yourself if it has wandered. That is totally normal. And the practice is the coming home, the coming home, the coming home. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Half lift and fold. Rise up. Reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes and check in. How was that? How are you? You can release the hands by your side, close your eyes, keep them closed and just feel. So we'll do one more sequence and incorporate a little bit of back bending, a little bit of core work. And then we'll make our way down into the yin part of practice. So bring the big toes to touch unless you have any lower back issues, in which case keep them hip distance apart. Allow the heels to be about an inch apart. And again, you can lift the heels, lift the toes and spread them wide. Reach the fingertips down to the floor, either side of the body. Next inhale, come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant hands, step or jump back to high plank. We take Vashisthasana. Just keep the feet one in front of the other as you inhale, left arm reaches to the sky, left side, waist high. Exhale through center. Pausing here, or if you want, you can add a little push-up, chaturanga. Back up. Rolling onto the left side, reach it up. Exhale. Your choice of vinyasa. So you can take the chaturanga, up dog, and downward facing dog. Inhale forward into a high plank again. We'll take one ripple, lower the knees, ripple the hips up and back. Roll forward again, shoulders over the wrists, high plank. And this time we lower all the way down to the floor. Gentle back bend here, cobra. Draw your shoulder blades together on the back and lift and hover your hands off the mat. Draw the elbows together behind the back. And lower. Inhale, rise up again, cobra. Press the tops of the feet into the floor, but bring the hands towards each other behind the back. Lift a little higher. Stay with the breath. Keep the gaze towards the floor so you're not craning the neck or head up. And release. Coming up into full Shalabhasana, locust pose. Inhale again. If at any point you need to stay or you want to stay with the variation we did just before, please do. Otherwise, you're going to lift the hands, draw them together as if they were squeezing a ball between the hands. Lift the legs, reach the toes back, the fingers reach to the toes. Open the front body. And then exhale, release it down. Bring the hands back beneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes and lift hips to heels. Take a little child's pose. Counter posing out of that. And then lift up and back, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Find your warrior one. So ground left heel down, but keep the hips square to the top of the mat. Bend into that right knee. Inhale, arms up. Belly button to spine. Engage your core. Strengthen the back leg into the floor and hover forward. Stay another breath here. Really plug it all in. Engage the core. Engage the leg. And then exhale, hands to the mat. Take a standing split. Left leg rises to the sky. And then you're going to tuck that left knee behind the right and come into Gomukhasana, cow face pose, which is going to look like this. Knees stacked on top of each other, feet coming out either side. Now, if both sit bones aren't comfortably on the floor, let the top foot just be flat rather than stacking the knees one on top of the other. Full Gomukhasana. So the right knee is on top, right elbow, left elbow. Take the back of the palms together, or maybe the front of the palms, the inside of the palms can touch in prayer. Allow your shoulder blades to come apart. Lift the elbows a little higher. Feel the knees stack, opening through the hips. And you might like to bow your forehead down onto your biceps. Take a few breaths here, and once again there's that sense of contraction and binding. It's working with that idea of physically merging the body and intertwining left and right side, so you hardly know which is which anymore, yeah? And you can translate that sense to the idea of Ishvara Panidhana, the surrender, the merging of self with the one. Gently release the head, release the arms. Take the hands behind you and just open the heart. Draw the shoulder blades together. So place the hands down in front of you. And you can either unwind or, if you want a little challenge, to light jump back to downward facing dog. Let's ripple forward into high plank. Take that Vashisthasana side plank to the left. Come back, optional push up. Over to the right. Come back. Lower all the way down. Little back bend sequence, cobra, hover the hands. And down. Reach the arms back if you want to keep going with the back bend, or we'll just do cobra again. And down. And then arms and legs. As if you were hanging by your belly button from the sky upside down, and your legs and arms were draping down to the earth as if you were inverted. And down. Press into the hands, come through a child's pose. Straight up into downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Step it through, warrior one. Doing good. Ground the right heel, bend the left knee over the left heel, reach it up, hips stay square. Draw belly button to spine. Anchor back leg, super strong. Exhale, hover it forward. Stay. Engage your core, feel it. This is the center of your strength. Draw the shoulders down the back. Next, exhale, hands come to the floor, right leg floats up to the sky, standing split. Feel the length. And then bend the right knee, tuck it behind the left. Coming into your cow face pose, Gomukhasana on the second side. So you always have the option to have the top foot flat. Left knee on top, left elbow, right elbow on top. Find your expression. Lift the elbows, spread the shoulder blades. Allow the head to come down on to the biceps. And just surrender. Can you? What will it take? Can you stay with the breath? Just merging, left, right side body, merging with the breath. And gently unfurl those heart tendrils wide. Take them behind you, open the heart forward, draw shoulder blades together. And this time we come down onto our back. So this is the point where if you have a strap, you might just want to have it beside you ready. Keep the knees bent, slowly roll down and feel the body soften into the mat. You can rock a little bit side to side. Just grab hold of the knees, give them a squeeze. Enjoy the gentle inversion of the legs above the heart. The relaxing and neutralizing of the spine. It's not a terribly long class, but you do work very hard. The effort and the focus you put in is everything. Take both feet down on the floor, cross the right ankle over the left knee. Let's come into a nice figure four stretch, reaching through, but I'd like you to take the back of the thigh rather than the left shin for figure four here. So that you can extend the left leg up to the sky and see how that feels. Relax the shoulders into the earth. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can dorsiflex the toes back towards the knees. Take the breath into that outer right hip. You may or may not keep the leg extended, just see what feels better for you. And then you'll gently release. Foot back down to the floor and swap sides. Left ankle crosses over the right knee here. Just enjoy a moment of that hip opener. Hug the knee in. So take the hands behind the thigh and extend that right leg long. So you're also getting an extension through right hamstring, calf muscle. Draw the toes back towards you. Soften the skin on your face. Just notice what happens to your nervous system when you come to lying, when you've got more surface area in contact with the ground. How does that feel? Do you feel more supported, more rested? And then gently bend the knee again if you're still got the leg extended. Bring both feet down to the floor. A little bit of windshield wiper side to side. And then take your strap. And you're going to extend the right leg up to the side. So working with that hamstring extension a little bit more, wrap the strap just beneath the ball of the right foot. And if you don't have a strap, no problem, you can just hold the back of the thigh, or if you can reach and wrap a piece of your thumb around a big toe, you can do that. Now, if this leg is at right angles or further towards the floor, then keep the left knee bent. If the right leg is closer to your head than 90 degrees, whether that's with the strap or your hand, then you might like to extend the left leg long. You can anchor it down with the left hand. Hasta Padangustasana. This one's actually Supta Hasta Padangustasana, which is reclined hand to big toe pose. And stay here. Lengthening through both legs, front of the left, back of the right. Keeping the back of the neck long, shoulders relaxed down. So you might find that the strap just gives you a little bit of room to soften the shoulders down. Use as much strap as you need. That's what it's there for. So the breath now can be your aid. It can help you. Just work on lengthening your exhale. Still breathing through the nose, especially in this dry, wintry season. We want to retain the moisture in our bodies. So trying to breathe through the nose where you can, rather than losing moisture through the mouth. We do cleansing breaths every now and then when we need to, but a regular breathing. In and out the nose, trying to elongate the exhale. One more in. Long breath out. If you have a strap, both straps now go into the right hand. Left hand anchors the top of the left thigh and gently open that right leg out to the side any amount. If you don't have a strap, then I recommend keeping the knee bent, taking it out to the side. Or you can have a play with straightening it. You may find it's more comfortable if you have a block or a cushion or something beneath that right foot to support it. Taking those long, deep breaths here. So you want to keep that left thigh anchored down to the floor, the hips stay square. That right foot may or may not be on the floor. And it might be any height between or any angle towards straight or towards the head. So just working with the shape that feels best for you. And learning what that is through repeated practice. When you just first arrive at your yoga practice, sometimes it's hard to know when the teacher says, do what feels good for you. Like, the only way you discover is through your practice, coming back and back and back, exploring. Great adventure. One more inhale. Super long exhale. Draw the right leg back. Swap the strap over to the left hand and allow the leg to cross all the way over the body. The right hip will come all the way off the floor. Right leg may or may not come to the mat. The floor might come onto a block or a cushion. And again, the foot might be up towards the head, or it might be quite far down towards the leg. All good. Have a play, experiment with what feels best. Right shoulder wants to come back towards the floor though. So you've got a nice cross body twist happening. The breath will become a little bit more constricted as your lungs are constricted in the twist. So explore where there is room to breathe into. Maybe you'll discover, oh, what's it like to breathe into my upper right lung that extends all the way up into my shoulder? What does that feel like? What does that release inside? Can I just be this breath going into my body and out again? Another deep breath in. Super long breath out. Gently bring that right leg back to center. Bend the knee, give it a squeeze. And let both legs be long. Find center again. Notice difference between the left and right side body. And then bend the left knee in. Wrap the strap or hold the thigh or big toe, whichever variation that you're working with. Strap is just beneath the ball of the left foot. Extending the left heel towards the sky, and you may have the right knee bent, or you may have extended the right leg long. If you've extended, keep the toes pointing up to the sky. So there's a little bit of activity through both feet. You soften back into the floor, soften the shoulders, the face. Another deep breath in. Long breath out. Both straps come into the left hand. So I forgot to mention that if your knee is bent, that you want to straighten that right leg now. Go around the hip with the right hand as you open left leg out to the left. Supta Parang. Supta Hasta Parangastasana number 2. What can you surrender to permit yourself to merge with the sensation, your breath, this moment, all of the avenues towards that one with a capital O, Ishvara. Inhale the leg back to center. Swap the straps into your right hand. Open the left arm wide and allow the leg to cross the body. Deep twist. And ground that left shoulder towards the mat. Let the gaze turn towards the left fingertips or keep them up towards the ceiling. Always useful to shut down the eyes so that you can see more clearly. Long, slow exhale. Inhale back to center. Bend the knee. Remove the strap. Square your body off and give the knees another hug. A little bit of a rock, side to side. Maybe rock forward, back. And if there's any other movements you want to make, maybe it's a little bit of a rock and roll, a little bit of a halasana shape, cloud pose, just to open up the back, or a shoulder stand might be even practice just for a moment. Or it might simply be a happy baby. Just taking the legs wide, holding onto the outer edges of the feet and gently rocking side to side. Or perhaps you just need to come straight into Shavasana. Yogi's choice this last couple of moments. What do you need? And just finishing off, hugging the knees into the chest one more time from wherever you've been. And then letting yourself blossom into your Shavasana. Letting the breath flow naturally now. Let the back of the head be long, back of the neck be long, head heavy. Eyes and ears soft. Jaw relaxed, tongue resting gently in the mouth. Throat open, collarbones broad. Ribcage wide, hips heavy, legs released, all the way down to the toes. Stay as long as you like in Shavasana. Or slowly coming back, noticing your breath, the weight of your body on the floor. Starting to move fingers and toes. Stretch out overhead. And give yourself another nice big hug, knees to chest. Gently roll out to one side. Just taking a moment. Another opportunity for merging, surrendering this practice into your life, into the rest of your life. There's no separation between what happens here and what happens off the mat. Gently rise up to sit. Bring hands to prayer at heart center. Close your eyes, gently bow your head. Offering metta meditation once more. Sending loving kindness out into the world. So feeling love in the center of your heart. And directing it either to a specific person, people, place, or just in general. Sending loving kindness to wherever it's needed. And raise your hands to your forehead, third eye. Raise your hands above you and bow down. And seal practice, hands, heart center. Thank you so much. It's been such a beautiful pleasure to share these online classes with you over these 9-10 weeks or so. So very grateful. Thank you. Namaste.